So talk to me about this problem. What is this problem about? What are we trying to find? What's important? You don't have to tell me everything. We can just tag team and add on if you want. How much is the pair of shoes? Okay. That is how much, that is what we need to find. What else is important in this problem? What's going on? Lonnie?
Whether you should use the coupon or the sale.
Okay, the coupon or the discount, that is true. What else is important?
Trying to find how much the price would be if 15% of $10 off is the same.
Okay, and what about that price? Jasmine.
Which price would be lower?
Okay, and what else? There's one piece of information that you're not quite getting.
The discount was the same.
It was the same. Did you read that? That the 15% off was the same as the $10 off, right? So, how would you start to approach this problem? Who said oh? How would you start to approach this problem? Daniel said, what is it we have to find again?
How much is it? The cost of the shoe.
Okay. Do we know the cost of the shoes? How would we maybe represent that? C? Okay, C is cost of shoes. All right, what else? By the way, did I tell you what this new module is on or talks about? The last one was expressions. This one is a step up from expressions, and it is equations. Equations. So this probably is going to have to do and deal with an equation. And what did we say was equal in this problem?
15%, $10 off.
Okay. And how do I represent those? Okay, or in this case, since I have C, so C minus 10 is going to be what? What is that? What is this? This is an expression. What does that specifically represent?
The cost of the shoe if you use the $10 off.
Okay, so this is the new cost of the shoes, right? New cost of the shoes, and this is if you use the coupon, right? Okay. What about on the other side? The other side.
15 minus C.
Say it again.
15% minus C.
15% minus C times C.
I would think. I don't know.
Okay. What is the 15%?
$10. The same cost of the shoe.
You're right. What you just said makes a lot of sense because they already said it is the same, right? So we could say that 15% off is $10. We know it's $10. We could. That's probably not how I would set this up, but we could. What about this 15% minus C? You want to talk that back?
Yeah, I like what you said because I remember you said that last time we were doing multiplying percentage.
Okay, yes, a percentage. So if I have 15% times C, what is that specifically? What is it?
0.15.
Okay, yes, we do need to change it to a decimal. So it is 0.15 times C. So we need to change percent to a decimal. But what does this represent specifically?
50% off.
Over 100. Well, that. 15% of the cost.
So is this the new price of the shoe?
No, that's the amount off.
Right, so this is actually the discount, right? That's how much is being taken off. So how do I get the new price of the shoe?
Cost minus discount.
So how would I represent that?
You could do C minus 15% times C, or just C minus discount.
Yeah, C minus decimal point 15C. Does that make sense? You have to take the initial cost, the original cost, minus 15% of that cost, which gives you that discount. And what can I say about these two expressions then? They are equal, because this represents the new price of the shoe, and this whole thing represents the new price of the shoe. So just to clean it up a little bit, we have the cost of the shoe minus the $10, which is, if I give them the coupon, I can do that, is the same as the cost of the shoes minus the 15% off when you walk in the store. Now, why didn't I use the coupon with the 15% too? Right. They said you can't add in multiple discounts. Okay, so here's my equation. I need to try to solve for C, the original cost of the shoes. How would you begin to solve this?
I see. I mean, no. Yeah. Like,
Absolutely.
I could add 10, and we can do that. And you said add C.
yeah, yeah.
If I add C, that doesn't
You gotta
subtract
subtract it.
C. So should I subtract C or should I add 10? You really could do either one. What happens if I'm going to subtract C?
It's out.
Okay, it's going to eliminate a lot, right? So C's are going to cancel out. I have negative 10, and it's very important. Make sure you are keeping the sign in front. Put that away. Equals negative 0.15C. I'm trying to solve for C. I want to get C by itself, isolate it. What's happening with it right now? It's being multiplied, so I should divide by negative 0.15, divide by negative 0.15. Those cancel out. C is equal to what? And we're talking about money, so $66.67. Now, if you were like me, I was like, okay, really? Is $10 off going to be the same as 15% of that? So, I mean, I would probably check it just to make sure. So minus 10, yeah, on the one side with the coupon, $56.67. Over here, I have 66.67 minus 0.15 times 66.67. What is 15% of $66.67? It is 10. So it does work out to be the same. But, and this is great, we've solved for C, we've got an equation, one side used the regular discount, the other uses a percentage. Somebody said at the very beginning, I want to say it was you maybe, Jeremiah, that we know that the discounts were the same. So we could have skipped a lot of this. And again, this is where if you really think about problems, there are many different ways to do it. That we could have said that $10 discount should have been equal to 15% off of the cost of the shoe. So if I start with this, that is the same thing basically as I ended up getting right here at that step. Divide by decimal point 1.5 on both sides and you get the same thing. Because you're saying the discount is the same. That's what I think is kind of cool about math. There are several ways to do it, and you need to find which way works best for you. Okay? Any questions about that problem? If you had a similar problem, do you think you could do it on your own now? Yeah? Okay. All right, so that is the only working problem that we have for today. Do you recall, or you may or may not recall, under the expressions, I gave you a sheet of paper and there was a bunch of problems on it, and I said, I'm not doing this for a grade, but just do the best, and this is going to have me pair you up with someone else who thinks similarly to you. That's what we're going to do now. So clear off your desk. Those of you that are still working on the test, you can do that. Do you want to start the test now or? Okay. Remember, this does not count as a grade.